welcome back to the Dewan Moore Show. I'm your host, Dewan Moore. We're going to be covering some jacked up news today. This story is from The Root, and it was covered by Annie Bargan. This story is coming out of the Big Apple. New York investigates principal who barred Black History Month lessons from being taught at her middle school. The New York City Department of Education is investigating a white middle school principal in the city Bronx borough for racially hostile actions against staff and students of color. The most incendiary charge: the principal, Patricia Catania, barred Black History Month lessons from being taught to her students of International School 224, 95% of whom are Black and Latino. The New York Daily reports 8 current or former educators from the Bronx Middle School and 5 students relayed allegations of racism and creating a hostile environment against the 26-year-old educator. The 26-year educator, my apologies. This included barring a veteran English teacher from presenting a lesson about the Harlem Renaissance to her 6th and 7th grade class students. Mercedes Laurento, who had been working at the middle school for more than 10 years, told the Daily News that Catania pulled her aside before the start of class Wednesday and told her not to give the lesson. Quote, she said, "I'm not a social studies teacher, so why am I teaching my students about Black history?" Unquote, Loreno said. Her tone was harsh, as if I had committed a heinous crime. Loreno proceeded with her lesson anyways, but the event sparked protests from her students and fellow educators who wore black the next day to show their disapproval of Catania's policies. Students told the Daily News that about 3/4 of the school's 353 students participated in the protest. Catania declined to comment to the Daily News, I'm sure she did, and referred a reporter to the Education Department. A spokesperson for the department confirmed that an investigation was ongoing. The incident is just the latest in a series of recent and high-profile cases of discrimination and racism in New York City schools. Last week, Chris the King High School in Queens made headlines after preventing a student from putting his namesake, Malcolm X, on his senior sweater. At the top of the month, a Bronx middle school teacher sparked outrage after stepping on backs of Black students to give it lessons about how to feel to be a slave. Whoa. The Daily News reports that protesters have taken to City Hall to ask for expanded anti-bias training for the city schools. They are also want an office created for culturally responsive education with the city's education department. New York City's diverse initiatives in schools have targeted its problem with segregation, one of the worst in the nation. But as last year's diversity plan shows, the city thus far has focused primarily on creating more access for poor students and students of color. Training and resources for educators to create more inclusive and supportive environments for their students do not appear to be a major part of the integration plan. Of course not, because they don't care about integration. That's what the problem is all the segregation from decades and decades and decades of separating us apart from each other, and this is what you have, and that's why you have a situation like that in the Bronx today. And it's the same here. I'm from the Cleveland area, and you can clearly go outside and I can draw you up maps of the Cleveland area of how they segregated all of us. So with that being said, let me know what you think about that situation in the comment section below. If you enjoy the work that I do, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the like button for this video, and I will see you guys a little bit later today with more news. Peace.